Sanwanani Dumelang, Xin Chao. I am back again with another video. My name is Judicious Masuku, and in today's video, I just want to remind, or rather to motivate someone who is losing their passion. Let me start by saying, would you believe that I, Judicious Masuku, 5 months or 6 months ago, I hated my job with a passion. I hated teaching with all my heart and blood. I could kill someone mentioned teaching kids, school, the school environment. You asking me about the kids at school and all that, I could kill you because I did not want to hear anything about teaching. And here I am today, falling in love again with my passion. This is my first love. From a young age, I have been a teacher from a young age. At school, I remember when I was still at Sboshwa Primary School in Block City. The teacher will call me from grade 2 to go and teach the grade 4s. And I would kill the grade 4 content. Even at home, I would get bored if people, they call me to go and watch TV. I was never a fan of TV. I was never a fan of movies and all these things that are indoors. I would gather kids outside under the tree and just teach them. Teach them about Bible verses, teach them about language, English. I have always loved the English language. Teach them about things I have learned, things I have observed. I have been a teacher from a young age. And beginning of this year, so school reopened in January, I felt that my love for teaching is fading. And I hated it. Every time I had to wake up and go to school, it was a battle. I felt like crying, like screaming out loud. And I decided in March, I decided to take a long leave.
明天是国庆连假，所以羽球娱乐营暂停不上课。再报告一次，因为明天是国庆连假，所以羽球娱乐营停课一次，请小朋友不要跑来。另外，今天中午12点40分，请6年级的自治干部到 B1 会议室集合。以上。
That was an announcement. It's in Chinese, Mandarin. I don't understand a thing. The only thing I know is hello, how are you? How much is that? How much? Thank you. Those are the only things I know. Yes, I was saying that I drained myself. I felt like screaming and crying. I think, okay, one major contributor is, so I was, sis, arrange your ideas, arrange your thoughts. In March, I decided to take a long leave. I went to see a psychologist and a psychiatrist. And we discovered that I suffered with they call it depressive moods. So I can say it's a mild version of depression. The psychiatrist gave me like a long leave. Firstly, it was like 28 days, almost a month. And then the second one, it was 3 weeks. After that, still I felt that I was not ready to go back to school. And for me, I don't think school was depressing me, but school was a a trigger for me. I could not handle pressure, and I started hating going to school. I started hating teaching. I felt like my degree was useless, and I just wanted to go back to school and do something else, something that I would love. And it came the day, so I took the leave in March. I was supposed to go back in May. The 18th of May was supposed to be my return back to work. I felt in the morning that I am not ready. I wrote a letter of resignation. I resigned with immediate effect. Sent the letter via email to my school principal, to my school principals, because I was teaching in different schools, and to my supervisor, because I was under the department staff establishment. I was not under the school staff establishment. I sent my resignation to my advisor. My advisor knew what was going on. She knew that I was not okay. And after sending the letters, I called them, telling them I am not ready to go back to work, and I don't know when I'm going to be ready. So yeah, that's how I hated teaching. But also, I think another major contributor is that I usually hear people saying that teaching should be a passion and you have to love it. And if you love it, you will never hate it. No, that's not true. I have loved teaching since a young age. And in South Africa, really, truth be told, the South African education system does not motivate teachers to fall in love again and again. Okay, I was saying that the South African education system really doesn't motivate teachers to fall in love again and again with teaching. Firstly, I will always complain about this, large number of learners in the classroom. Second, you are expected to be a teacher, to be a curriculum implementer, to be a social worker to the kids, to be you are all in one, and to be honest, it is tiring, it is draining. You are highly likely to feel fatigue in the first 3 weeks of you returning back to school. Another thing, teaching is fun, man, and kids, when they are well engaged, they enjoy teaching. I have never struggled with a classroom management, and I think one strategy for a classroom management is to engage learners, make the lesson interesting, learn how your learners learn, what are their learning strategies, mend your teaching strategies with the learning strategies. By that, you will have an engaged classroom. You will have a curious learners who are willing to learn and who are willing to go the extra mile. And I always say that the way through their intellect is via their heart. If you don't teach the heart, don't think that you will make miracles with the intellect. So in South Africa, there are rules, many rules. There's no room for the teacher's creativity. There's no room for the teacher to take control with their classroom. First of all, the content is so much. Kids and teachers are bombarded with content, and less time for physical activities, less time for art and music, less time for creativity, for active sports and all that. And for me, a healthy education system is an education system that is able to teach a child who is artistic, a child who is linguistically intelligent, a child who is logical, intelligent, a child who is tactile, those who learn by doing, dance and all this. We should incorporate all these things. You know, I remember teaching creative arts. Creative arts is like taught like English. You have to sit down, have conversation and all that. Creative art, when you enter into a creative arts classroom, you should see painting, walls. Okay, for us, because in South Africa you have to choose two genres. I chose drama and visual art. During the drama class, you should be allowed to take kids outside, go and practice their radio drama, their TV drama, you know, in a creative way. Allow them to come with their costumes and all that. Make it alive. It makes the lesson interesting, and it makes the kids to fall in love with learning and the teacher to fall in love with teaching. So, I don't even know what's in 20 cents, but what I wanted to say is that my love for teaching has been revived. I feel like it has been revitalized. I feel rejuvenated as a teacher, and I am falling in love again with my first love, my first passion. I love teaching once again. So I think 3 things are key here. 1, know when to take a break. A break is needed. Schedule rest. 2, find a place that revives your love and your passion. You might find out that teaching in South Africa is not for you because of the system, but going to other countries, it will make you fall in love with teaching again. Even in other aspects of life, you might find that you are no longer interested in acting if you are an actor. Maybe it is because of the environment that you are. Maybe you are supposed to be a theater performer, not a TV actor, you know? So changing the environment, it helps also. And I also want, if you happen to be a principal, a curriculum advisor, a curriculum implementer, please, if you are anyone prominent in the education system, please provide teachers with resources. It makes a huge difference. Let us stop praising a less resourced school. Like this school in Limpopo, this school in the Eastern Cape, they have nothing, but they were able to perform above 98%. Good for the teachers. They are making it against all odds. But South Africa has got money. Invest in the education system. Provide the schools with resources. Yesterday I had 6 periods out of 7. I only had 1 admin period. To tell you that I went back home energized. I didn't feel tired at all because I enjoyed what I was doing. What I've noticed here in Taiwan, the schools here in Taiwan, they are well resourced. There's everything and anything. Okay, let me just take you on a tour. Let me change the camera. This is my classroom. Okay, so today I had a lesson. I'm not sure if you were able to see. I was teaching the kids about countries. That is Taiwan and South Africa. So I had to use a globe as the activity for them to identify the countries. Okay? These are stickers, magnets, books, storybooks, plenty of storybooks. Every group has their computer if like we are going to do audio visual things from the computer. And the charts, you just list the things that you need. There is the piano, so I asked the kids to teach me how to play piano. There are some big storybooks for the young ones because I teach PE as well. Have this whistle. And these were my resources like today. I made posters. Yaban? Color. I printed them in color. Hey, langbuya corner. Yo, you don't print in color and we are a piece at the instead of ibengak. Nabo? Bowls. That's another globe. Musical instrument. So this box, I take from the staff room and then I bring here sticky notes and all that. The school provides. So yeah, I just wanted to say that your first love can be restored. Maybe you need to change the place. Maybe you need to take a break. And yeah, man, goodbye. Let me go eat. It's lunchtime now. Goodbye.